hype is here. Tailgate, day number 3. What's up, Kendra?
Hello, Richard. How are you?
Oh, day number 3. We're halfway through it. We are having so much fun and vibes. I got to tell you, did you see everything on social media right now? It is going viral. People love this.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And they should. If you're heading to Nashville, this is where you need to be this week. It just sheds so much light on what's happening and who's attending and some of the content that will be covered. So glad that we are back for day 3.
You know it. And this crowd behind me, before I even introduce Toby, look at this. They are pumped up and ready for next Monday for Thrive and the rest of this. I mean, I'm in the bubble right now, but they're screaming and ready to get in the doors. Here we go. The one and only, let's say it again, Toby Malara in the house. What's up, Toby?
Richard, Kendra, how you guys doing?
We
Good,
are
man. Good. Glad to have you kick off day number 3, man. This is exciting.
Oh, it's my pleasure. Thanks for asking me to come aboard.
absolutely
Anytime. And I can tell you, Kendra, when it comes to stats and data, there is nobody better than Toby. He tells you the facts seriously. When you see him at one of the conferences, you just sit there and you write stuff down because I'm going to tell you, like a crystal ball, he kind of predicts a little bit of the future. You know that, Toby.
Well, you know, we try. There's certainly not a lack of things to talk about when it comes to staffing and how people view us both, good and bad. So lots of information out there and happy to share it with everybody.
So right off the bat, we got to talk about this, the landscape for 2024 and 2025. Yeah. What are you seeing out there? So many staffing firms that are going through some different times. Give us a little scoop of what you see.
Yeah, well, I think what we're seeing is business starting to pick up a little bit. I mean, that's what we've been hearing for the third quarter, which is certainly good news. Everybody's been, it's been this level of uncertainty that everybody's been dealing with, which is almost worse sometimes than having a clear-cut, bad and good cycle. The level of uncertainty, hesitation to do things, both on the client side and on the staffing firm side, has been frustrating. But it looks like things are starting to turn the corner, which is good. And I think one of the things that will really help that is getting this election out of the way, right? Let's just know what we've got to deal with. We're all thinking about it. We're all parsing everything. Let's find out what is going to happen and move forward heading into 25, knowing what we have to do and with hopefully some of the tailwinds at our back.
I love what you said there because, we're hoping for 2025 to be like a breakout year. You know that. We've been trying to get that since COVID. Hasn't come yet. So we're waiting for it patiently too, right?
Right. We're trying to be patient. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's great stuff.
A great point. The uncertainty is tough, right? Because we're wanting to make decisions. You want to plan strategy, budgeting things. We're getting into budgeting season. And so I'm with you, Toby. Let's get this election behind us and really focus on what's to come for next year and get our clients excited about what's to come.
Yeah,
right? Absolutely. Yeah. Get them excited and get a picture on the federal and state level from a legislative standpoint of what we're facing, what we're going to have to work with, because then we can just go out and do it. We don't have to guess anymore. We don't have to make, contingency plans. Let's just know what we have to do and then we'll go do it.
You got it.
Because I always say the best message in the world, all staffing firms do is put people to work and just be able to get out and give that message to folks. 25 is going to be a good year.
It is. It definitely
is. It. Okay. So Toby, your presentation, you're speaking like you do every year, right? So give us a little teaser of what you're going to talk about.
Okay, so we've got the world's most enjoyable and fun employment law game show on Thursday afternoon, where I will be joined by Brittany Sakata, who's our general counsel, and Leah Elliott, who is one of the partners at Staffing GC. And we put together a Jeopardy type game show where we ask legal and legislative questions of the audience. And we give them answers and they have to respond in the form of a question. The audience will be divided into 2 teams. So it's a fun way to learn. And then at the end, the last category is lip sync. And we have the 3 of us and some special guests that will lip sync a song and then stop. And the audience has to finish the song from that point to win the points. And of course, that category always decides who is the overall winner. So that's Thursday afternoon, and we'll cover an array of what we've seen on the legal and legislative landscape in 2024.
I mean, I love that, Kendra. You know that. Okay, so Toby, did you come up with that idea for the game show?
You know what? It's been around for. I did. We had
Hell yeah.
various different versions, and the Jeopardy game show, followed by the last category of us making ourselves look like fools, is really what puts it over the top.
Can't go wrong.
Exactly. Who doesn't like to see lawyers make fools of themselves?
Exactly. And who cares if folks are there to learn the latest or to just see that bit? It doesn't
That's
matter.
right.
They're learning
That's
either way. You're getting to the people either way.
You got it. And I love it's on Thursday. It's that wind down at the end. It's time to laugh. You know, you've been through all the education parts. So now it's time to have some fun with Toby and the crew.
Yep, that's it. That's what our goal is. And knock on wood, every year it's been one of the better sessions with people really appreciating the lighthearted approach. So that's Thursday afternoon. We're going to be doing a legislative report that's going to be a little more serious during the annual membership meeting. That's going to be Wednesday right before the keynote. And then obviously all the great sessions that will happen in between the next 3 days. It's really going to be an investment in you and your employees that go to Staffing World, because you're going to come home with a ton of good information that you're going to be able to put to use right away.
You know what? And so true, Kendra. You know, even on the site, Toby, I mean, what you guys have done in the last year, all the educational stuff that you can find on ASA on the site, from ASA Central to everything else, there's so many important documents there that you can really grow your industry or your company.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's something we're updating all the time. And, you know, it's also a good thing to ask folks out there listening, like if there's a topic that you said, boy, I wish they had a paper or a white paper on this or that, let us know. You know, we might not be able to do it, but chances are we probably can do it. And, you know, we want to provide information that you all need. So don't be afraid to pick up the phone and let us know what you're looking for and see if we can help find it.
Can we do Kendra hashtag Ask Toby?
Yes.
Oh,
We
Just Ask Toby, and there it goes.
There it goes.
Your inbox will be all blown up. You're like, Shark, stop it. You know, it's like all these questions. Like, Toby, can you do this for me?
All right, that's what we're here for.
That's it.
We're
You
here
know,
for.
and I got to tell you, all joking aside, I mean, we got to, I mean, Kendra said the same thing. We said to Steven and Dustin, what you guys do, the ASA, is amazing. You know, I got to give yourself and your whole staff and everybody else. I've never had anybody, I told Dustin yesterday, I've never seen you raise your voice. I've never seen you guys mad. You're like the Brady Bunch happiest staffing family ever to support us. Seriously.
Well, that's very nice of you to say. We appreciate that. We try to control our emotions as
we
best
have a
as we
wrecking ball.
can.
We have a wrecking ball in the break room.
That's true.
Behind the curtain, right at the other part. Okay, great. Smiley face. And he goes, oh boy.
So what's new? What else is, you know, anything new, exciting, any events that haven't been on the docket before?
You know, it's
Happening this year?
we have got so much new stuff this year. One of the things that I'll be doing is before every keynote session, I'll be up on stage DJing and making announcements to all of the new things we've got going on this year. We've got a ASA Foundation event on Tuesday night, which is going to be a moonshine or whiskey tasting for anybody that makes a $50 donation to the ASA Foundation. And we'll be making announcements about that during the day. We also will have 2 events at night at the cocktail parties, including a sneaker ball, which will be Wednesday night.
Yeah.
But probably the event that I'm most tied to and I have a particular fondness for is our PAC event, which will be Wednesday night. And this year we're doing something a little bit different. In the past, this has been a sit-down dinner. It's been very formal. In fact, for a long time, it was black tie. This year, we've opened it up a little bit. And what we're doing is we're going to the Grand Ole Opry, and we're going to have a 3-hour, it's going to be an hour and a half cocktail party with food, heavy hors d'oeuvres. And then after that, at about 8:30, we're going to have 3 country and Western music writers who have written songs for all the famous stars that you know and love. And they're going to sit down in an acoustic environment, and they're going to talk about some of the songs that they've written, and they're going to explain why they sold it to who they sold it to. And then they're going to play the song there for you live. So they're going to say, here's the song I wrote for Luke Combs. This is why I sold it to him and why I didn't sell it to Travis Tritt. And then they'll play the song, and it's going to be an interactive session. And so here's the thing. There's a couple different ways to get in. You can be an industry leader, which is a personal donation to Staffing Pack of at least $1,500. You can be a industry leader as a corporation by giving a $5,000 PAC admin check, and that donation can be corporate money. But this year, we have a special new category called the staffing influencer. And if you've never donated at the highest levels before, a $250 personal donation to Staffing PAC will get you an invite to what we are calling Staffing PAC 2024, an evening with industry luminaries. 7 to 10 o'clock. There it is, 7 to 10 at the Grand Ole Opry. $250 personal PAC contribution will get you in the door for an event that I'm very excited about.
Oh my goodness.
I love that so much that you really opened up the doors with an opportunity for first-time donors to experience, to learn more, to be there with, some of your longtime donors, and just broaden the awareness of what you all are doing.
Well, that's Kendra, that's exactly right. We're trying to expand the knowledge of the PAC, what we do, what the PAC is for. It's a networking event with all sorts of CEOs and folks that have been in the industry for a long time. And I probably shouldn't let everybody know this ahead of time, but
do it.
It's open bar. So if you needed any more reason to go.
All right. I think you sold me on that, Toby.
There you go.
I don't know about Kendra, but me? Come on now.
So
Hey, I'm already going. Look, advanced partners will be in the building.
Well, Kendra, you left me behind as your co-host. I'm going to have to sneak in that back door somehow. No, I'm just joking. But no, seriously, if I can make it, I definitely will show up.
Love to see you there.
And you know what I think about it, Toby, real quick, is like anybody, a first timer, this is, there's so many other networking events, but this one here, you're going to be talking to some people that you can network with, connect with down the road on LinkedIn and all that stuff that are decision makers. I mean, even career opportunities can come to that. You know what I mean? You're getting to meet some great people.
And a lot of the CEOs that'll be at this event, 10 years ago, were at this event networking with other CEOs. So they're very open to the conversation. They're very open to sharing their thoughts and connecting and being a resource for folks. So it's a great event, and we look forward to seeing a lot of folks there.
I'll tell you what, if you put open bar at the bottom of that flyer, I think you'll be sold out. There'll be a line out the door.
I think Lisa Simpson, who's our VP of meetings, would have me in a sling if I did.
Right,
that.
we don't want any problems with
Lisa. We won't say that anymore on this show. We won't hashtag open bar when we do this. When we share this. No. That's funny. And you know what? Have you been, Toby, to the Grand Ole Opry before? Have you been there?
I have been there when we were back in Nashville, and I think 2015 we were there. We did an event there, but it's been a while, and I'm looking forward to it. It's an amazing historical venue.
It is. When you go in there, you get butterflies, Kendra. If you've never been there, when you walk in that doors, you get butterflies of the Dolly Parton, Loretta Lynn, everything. It's just
it is amazing.
That's going to be a great event. And that is, one more time, we'll give a shout out to that. That is on what night?
That's Wednesday night from 7 to 10. And you can sign, you come find me on site if you're there and interested in going. You can send me an email at tmalara@americanstaffing.net. We will take care of you. We've got space available. So if you're interested, just let me know. We'll be able to hook you up.
Is there a close on registration, or could it be the last minute? They can just maybe at 6 o'clock.
The only close on registration will be if we hit our head count, and I think we've got some room to go. So I think it's going to be probably 6 o'clock on Wednesday night, because that's when I go over to make sure they've set up the open bar correctly.
Well, I'm going to let you know. I'm going to spread the word because I got some peeps. I think this would be great for them to go to definitely contribute. It's a good cause too. At the end of the day, Kendra, this is to help the whole industry out.
Exactly right. And to just to allow so many people the opportunity to make an impact is incredible. And I hope people take advantage of this. I really do.
That's great. We appreciate that.
Okay. So Toby, what else is exciting about staffing world? You've been to how many right now?
So, this will be my 20th because I've been here 21 years and I missed the first one. The first day at work at ASA for me, which is back in 2003, everybody in the office was gone at Staffing World except for Stephen Dwyer. And so that was the first person I met at ASA. I had known Ed, so it's been my 20th staff. This will be my 20th Staffing World. It's a little bit like a Super Bowl or a WrestleMania because they all have their own identity based on what city we're in. And so Nashville is a wildly popular city because, again, we've got all the events, we got everything going on, but we always want people to take advantage of where we are, who's hosting us. And there's very few places better and more fun than Nashville. So there's going to be, a lot of people that are out having fun. I think it's going to be, we've got a lot of new exhibitors and vendors for the first time. So a lot of interesting products that people have probably never seen or been aware of before. Yeah. So a great exhibit hall. It's going to be 4 days of really, really well spent time. That's for sure.
It is. And I love Nashville. I mean, I love it, especially Broadway. It's incredible. Toby, can you tell everybody out there, first timers, because I'm getting a lot of that. We keep saying this over and over. Please sign up for the app and use the app.
Oh yeah. I mean, so here's the thing. The app is going to be.
Where do we find the app, Toby?
So that's a good question. So the app is going to be finalized and it might be ready now. But what's going to happen on Friday, I'm going to say late afternoon, everybody that's registered for Staffing World is going to get an email from ASA and it's going to say things to know before you go. And it's going to be kind of like, for first timers, like bring a sweatshirt or a sweater because the hotel's always going to be colder than you think.
Always.
Bring comfortable walking shoes because the Gaylord in Nashville is beautiful, but it's huge.
Ladies, listen to Toby. I'm telling you.
No high heels.
No. Or put them in your purse.
Put them in your
walk
bag.
with sneakers and then change them because you're going to be covering some miles.
True.
One of the things in the email is going to be the link to download the app. And it's a very easy app to use, but you're going to be able to pick out events that you're going to want to go to and set reminders, like the most entertaining employment law game show. It's going to tell you what rooms the breaks are in, what rooms the lunches are in, and you're going to be able to create your own schedule. So definitely be on the lookout for that Staffing World 2024 app. It's going to be your best friend when you're there.
Yes. Thank you, Toby. I must admit, I was, going through the agenda, wanting to get my calendar together. Yeah. And I'm like, wait, where's the app? Where is the app? And so thank you for sharing this with everyone.
Sure.
So
yeah, no, absolutely.
Haley and Diana don't get more 10 p.m. text messages like they did.
They're fine.
Oh, listen to that. That's how Toby rolls. They're fine. Yeah. So Toby, give some insiders. Is there a favorite restaurant or a bar somewhere they should visit? A little insider from Toby.
So I tell you that, the nice thing about the Gaylord is there's a lot of things on site. There's a lot of restaurants. There's a lot of bars. There's a great sports bar right in the middle of the Gaylord. We're going to be there during probably the end of the ALNLCS. You're going to have, if you come in Sunday night, you're going to have obviously the whole day of football. You're going to have Monday night football. And then if you're staying over Thursday, you're going to have Thursday night football, lots of sporting events going on. And then, of course, you go down to Broadway. And then you just can't go wrong anywhere you go there.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many new bars, too. There's a lot of new ones, Kendra. Did you see that?
No.
Justin Timberlake has a bar. Bon Jovi has one now. Yeah.
I mean, how can you not go to a Bon Jovi?
There's a place to set up shop. It's Nashville. And that's why right. ASA has us heading down here next week.
It is. Oh, hey, before we get out of here, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor here. Advanced Partners. They put the fun in funding. If you need sponsorship and you need funding, you know who to call. Advanced Partners. All righty, Toby. So you ready to have some fun now? We got a couple of questions for you. You ready for this?
Right. I'm ready. Let's hit it.
Kendra, go ahead and do the first one.
All right. Favorite country artist. Who is it?
Oh boy. Probably Toby Keith because of his name.
Oh, fair enough.
Wow. You know what? I should have guessed that. Okay, so Toby Keith, favorite song.
Oh God.
I hate being put on the spot.
I'm not as good as I used to be. That song.
That's a great one.
Not as good as one song. I mean, it's a very touching song. It's probably hits a little too close to home, but it's a great tune.
Hey, I say the same thing all the time, man. When you get to a certain age, Toby, you know what? You're like, hey, I can just pull it out one more time, maybe.
Maybe.
And at Staffing World, we're going to have to do that with the energy. You know that.
We are. Yeah, we'll be up for 4 days. That's right.
4 days, very limited sleep, Kendra. You know that.
I know.
Them mornings come early because you don't want to sleep in, people. You don't want to miss anything. Get up for breakfast. Something else real quick. Make sure you go to networking breakfasts. They're the best, aren't they?
They are. Yeah. They're good. They're great locations because they're always close to the keynote. Lots of coffee available.
Very true. Women
Would
of
be
Color and
good.
Staffing, we're hosting our own networking breakfast. Thanks to
Another
OSA.
first-time event, which
Yes,
everyone's very excited about.
yes,
Haley
yes. And that
Jones.
will be Wednesday morning, 7:30.
Yes, she's going to head up that breakfast, so that's a
Yes, Haley
fantastic event as well.
has been just a saint. So we're really, really excited about that.
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
a great event.
All right, so you ready, Toby? On 3, we got to do yeehaw. Are you ready to do a country yeehaw for me, man?
I'm ready.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Woo! We'll see y'all in Nashville. Hey, Toby, thank you so much, man, for coming part of the Tailgate. Can't wait to see you, buddy.
Richard Kendra, thank you. We'll see you in Nashville next week.
All right. See you
That's
soon.
there.
Toby.
Take
We'll see ya.
care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.